Hello my loves, this is 𝒫𝒾𝓁𝓮 and I welcome you to my digital sacred space. I hope you're happy, healthy and healing wherever you're watching from. I did a reading recently called How Will Your Future Spouse Pursue You? And some of you guys reported that there were some glitches in the video and the audio of that reading, so I just decided to do that reading again. So this is the same topic, but I have newer decks and a new way that I'm going to channel, so this reading is not going to be same as that, but the topic is the same. So in case you didn't watch that reading because there were glitches or you couldn't hear what was going on, then hopefully this reading will give you clarity, and hopefully this reading will give you the information that was probably missed in that one. And if you're new here, hello and welcome to my channel. Yeah, you can just watch this reading then if this is the reading that interests you. So first I'm gonna start with picking out the piles for today. So I am doing 3 piles. Spirit, universe, please give me 3 crystals, please. Okay, I feel this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, that was very quick. So we have 𝒫𝒾𝓁𝓮 is this one with pile number 1. This is the crystal. Then for pile number 2 we have emerald. Beautiful. For pile number 3 we have Ethiopian opal. Gosh, this is one of my favorite card / crystal in this deck. It's just so beautiful. You can take your time and make your selection based on these cards or the crystals, whichever crystal that calls out to you the most. That will probably be your pile for today. And if you're still having trouble and you're still indecisive about which one to choose, it's alright. Just take a minute. Just be with me throughout a small prayer ritual that I offer before every reading, and hopefully by the end of this prayer you'll be able to know which is your pile for today. Firstly, let me welcome all of your energies. Let me just take a deep breath in. I thank you so much. I thank each and every one of you for being here today with me. For any of you that have clicked on this reading, I'm getting that if you're watching this prayer, you are a very fortunate and lucky soul. I'm feeling that you're very lucky. Now, I don't know why I'm hearing that, but for all those of you that are watching this prayer, I just heard you're very lucky. You might not feel this way, but that's what I'm hearing. So I just heard you are very lucky. I begin this prayer by calling upon pile number 1, 2, and 3 spirit guides, angels, ancestors, their future spouse, their future spouse's higher self. I create this sacred space with love and peace, calm and tranquility. May the energy of peace, quiet, calm and tranquility reach my pile number 1, 2 and 3. I now ask for this space and the energy of this room to be cleansed. I now ask for this space and the energy of this room to be cleansed. I ask for this space to be cleansed of any stagnant, bad or negative, low vibrational energies or frequencies. Please cleanse them out of this space. I ask for my energy to be stabilized and clear so that I can channel information accurately and correctly for my pile number 1, 2, and 3. I ask for your divine guidance, Spirit. Dear Spirit Guides of pile number 1, 2, and 3, I thank you for being here with me today. I'm excited for this reading, and hopefully pile number 1, 2, and 3 will have just as much fun as I do in this reading. I ask for this space to be protected. I ask for this space to be cleansed and protected. I ask for the energy of my pile number 1, 2, and 3 to be cleansed, purified, and protected. I ask for my pile number 1, 2, and 3's energy to be cleansed, purified, and protected. May all low vibrational energies, frequencies, stay away from my pile number 1, 2, and 3 at this time. May they begin this new chapter, this new year, this new phase with love, confidence, and peace, and trust. Pile number 1, 2, and 3. One of your spirit guide just came here and said everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. You can take a break. You can allow the silence to relax you. You are allowed to relax. You are allowed to relax and feel and take some time for yourself. You have only now begun to tap into your potential, my love. And there is much more yet to come. Better days are coming. That's what your spirit guides are telling me. Better days are coming for those of you that are watching this prayer. You are stepping into a completely new energy, and this new era is going to make you fall in love with yourself, fall in love with life. If any of you have gone through trauma, or were depressed, or have immense anxiety or worry, or lived as a child, there is a lot of love, there is a lot of abundance coming your way, and that this is one that the universe is blessing you, and this is one way that the universe is in you love. So please open your arms and open your heart and open your eyes to accept that, and this may come in for you. I am here rooting for you, and so is your spouse and myself. Then for my pile 1, 2, and 3 to hopefully connect with their future spouse and their future spouse self, help them manifest their future spouse in their 3D life. Then quickly. I hope this being functions as sort of a guidance, sort of a van for my pile 1, 2, and 3 if they are alone. May this bring confirmation that they do have someone, that they do love. I of my days and of my tend, I choose to be authentic and true to the reading and everything that comes out. I offer my love, I offer my light to everyone who's watching this. And as I close this prayer, I would like to thank each and every one of you. Whether you're here for the first time or you have been here with me for a long time, I welcome you, I honor you, I worship you, Divine Being. And I will always hold a safe space for you. May all of your anxieties be alleviated. May you step into this new chapter with a bright smile and an optimistic outlook. For this I pray and close this sacred prayer. Thank you so much, dear soul, for stopping by. I wish you well on your sacred journey. See you soon in your pile. Hello and welcome, my dear loves. If you chose pile number 1, you chose this beautiful crystal. You chose the chrysocolla. Now, the fact that this is green just reminds me of the earth element, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So you could be an earth sign, and I'm sensing a combination of earth and water. For your energy, I'm getting that you guys are very mature, or you guys are old for your age. Like, you guys are wise for your age. You guys have knowledge beyond your years because of everything that you have experienced in your life. I'm getting that you guys still maintain that spark in your eye. You guys, I'm sensing that there is a flame in your heart still. Like, the pain that you have been through in life has not been able to dim you one bit. You know, you are still radiating, you are still shining pure love. And I feel like this is one of the things that is energetically pulling your future spouse towards you and your way. They are energetically going to be drawn to you. Is that I feel like they might not know what exactly is happening, like the 3D self. They might not know exactly why they're feeling so pulled to you, but I feel like your energy is very earthy, very grounding. Especially if you are a feminine energy watching this, then your energy feels like a sacred home, like a consecrated space, like a temple. You know, like the kind of place where it's so sacred you take your footwear off before you step into the room, before you step into a temple. Why? Because it's sacred. You don't want to dishonor it. You don't want to desecrate or disrespect the energy. And I feel like this is kind of how your future spouse, their energies are already like that towards you. They're very respectful, very, like, they see you in a very high regard. And also spirit guides are watching over this connection. Now I'm going to turn this card over. I'm not reading this, but if you guys want to take a minute and read what's behind this card, it's so beautiful. But it says here, earth, unconditional love, and cleanse. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to pull one more crystal. I feel like this is your energy, and then we'll pull one more crystal for your future spouse's energy, but I'm not going to make any distinctions as such. Let me start with, actually let me pull the crystal for your future spouse's energy, although I do sense a lot of so the idea that I had was basically there will be one crystal card here and then one crystal card here, and the painting will be kind of the fusion of both of the energies, and I will channel for you. So there's one crystal kind of representing each, but I'm sensing that you guys are very connected, like almost like a spider web. And I'm not saying this in a negative way, but you know how sometimes when I look at a spider web, I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful that nature's creation can be so complex and beautiful. And some of you guys might not like spiders, and that's completely okay. I do love spiders, I have to say. But yeah, that's just something I'm sensing. Like, you guys are interwoven together in some way. So there is like a mix of your energies here. But let me see one crystal to represent your future spouse, please. Okay, I'm getting this. We have the pyrite, luck, prosperity, and success. Now, if you watched the prayer of gratitude, you guys, this is a confirmation. You are lucky. You are lucky. I'm going to hold this card up, so if you want to take a screenshot or read this, you can. Also, manifesting powers are high when this crystal at play. Wow, luck, prosperity. I love this. I love this. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. So we have pyrite to represent your future spouse. Yeah, your future spouse is definitely kind of like your future spouse is a gift from spirit. They are a gift from spirit because you've gone through a lot in life, and I feel like spirit kind of wants to reward you almost. Spirit kind of wants to give you what you want, basically. That's what I'm sensing. But yeah, let's get into how your future spouse is going to pursue you. So I'm going to get my watercolor palette and start. So the very first color that I was immediately taken to was this dusk violet. I think this one is called. I'm sensing that your future spouse is someone who's very powerful at their workplace, especially. Like, they are seen as someone very important, and they have a very important contribution to make to whatever industry they are in or whatever field they are in. A lot of people look up to your future spouse. Like, I'm getting a power couple kind of vibe from both of you. You guys are a power couple, or you guys will be a power couple. If you guys have like low self-esteem, there's really no reason for you to feel inferior, feel like you don't deserve this connection. Like, I'm just getting that sometimes when you watch future spouse readings, and something really amazing comes up, you might start to question it, like, is this really going to happen, or are these readings just like fake? Are they not real? Like, do I not deserve this? Like, what's going on? Okay. I always just associate purple with like royalty energy. So the yellow is very similar to the pyrite. I didn't realize it. I kind of just intuitively picked a color. Okay, so that's what we have for your painting. I see that your future spouse is going to be very much in love with you. I mean, of course, but I just felt like I should say that. It's as if you don't believe it. It's as if you It's like you're scared that your future spouse is going to disappear somehow. That's not going to happen, pile number one. Okay. I did pick up the blue, but the blue is turning green, and then we had the yellow here. Your future spouse is going to come towards you in a powerful way. Now, this is not in a forceful way or something like that, but I just feel like your future spouse is someone who gives their all to something. So when they come towards you, it's like they want to make sure that they are on their best behavior, you know, best food, best date, best outfit. Like they really want to kind of exceed their own bestness. That's not a word. It's like they are going on top of being perfect. Like they're exceeding perfection when it comes to you. When it comes to approaching you, they are thinking, what is the best way? Like what will make pile number one happy? Will pile number one like this? Will pile number one like that? Like that's what they're thinking. And they're kind of they're nervous, they're scared, but they're putting on a brave face, and they're like trying to face you with confidence. There's something about you that makes your future spouse nervous. So even though they are coming off as powerful, luxurious, you know, someone who's very successful, someone who knows what they're doing, they're on top of their game, with you there is like a little bit of hesitance. Like there is this sense of uncertainty where they don't know whether you're going to say yes or whether you're going to say no, whether you're going to be offended at their proposal. I feel like that's what they're afraid of more than rejection, is that you're going to be offended, that they think of you in a romantic way. I don't know why they're thinking this, but it's kind of cute. It's like maybe you guys are like working together. Maybe this is like a workplace romance or something, and it's like not allowed to be romantic. And what they're scared of is like you might look at them and be like, seriously, you have romantic feelings for me? Seriously? Like we can't do that, you know, we work together, we're colleagues. You do realize that, right? And I feel like they're scared of that kind of reaction from you, like what I said right now. So how is pile number one's future spouse going to pursue them after all that? Okay. The first card is we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. I feel like they're scared of being left out in the cold by you. Like the fact that you might be like, no, I don't even want to be in a relationship right now. Like I'm not dating, or that you'll say something like, oh, I already have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a partner. Like they're scared of, like they don't know whether you're single or not, and they're scared of like the fact that you're taken by someone else, and then they will be in trouble because they don't want that. They don't want you to be with anyone else. Yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's fine. Let's go with it. So we have the World reverse. It's like you hold some kind of a magic power over them, and I don't feel like you're doing something. I feel like at that point you've mastered your energies. And that is why you come off as such a beautiful, radiant person. But your future spouse thinks that you put like a spell on them or something, even though that might not be true, pile number one. You've definitely manifested your future spouse, and they have definitely manifested you. And it's like a whole cycle. They're scared of beginning this new cycle and what it means to have you in their life, because they've never met anyone like you before. and they've never seen a person like you before. And if you are the feminine, they're very, very captivated by your beauty, but you don't have to be. If you are the masculine, the feminine is very attracted to your strength and your power, but there's also a grace to the power. There is a certain tenderness behind that power. There's no aggression or anger. There's just like a lot of power and confidence emanating from the masculine energy. Let me see other cards. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're scared that you'll like harshly put them down. You'll be mean to them. Pile number one. Maybe at that point I feel like you're very outspoken and you might just turn this person down and be like, yo, with your sword, like, yo, how dare you think that we could even be together? We work together and that's it. Like, you would get offended at the idea that someone has romantic feelings for you. Like, that's how your future spouse is seeing you. With the Queen of Swords reversed, I feel like they're scared of what you're going to say specifically, or what you'll think about them after they've confessed. So, but how are they going to pursue you? Oh my gosh, we have the Ten of Wands with oppression. Okay, all right. Just so you guys can see this card. There's too much glare from the sun. Hold on. Okay, I hope that's much better and you're able to see the cards properly. These cards are very reflective, so yeah. We have oppression. Now, this message was not going to resonate with everyone, but I'm getting like an 18+ message where your future spouse might like the idea of you dominating them. Like, being more powerful. Like, they're really okay with you being the more powerful. It doesn't matter whether you have predominantly feminine energy or masculine energy. Your future spouse loves to see you in your power. Your future spouse loves to see you be confident and feel good about yourself. And they really want to encourage you. They want to, like, they sometimes you might be like mean to them, but in a playful way. Like, you're not trying to hurt them or something, of course, but if they do something and that that's not the right decision and you're trying to guide them, you would like kind of playfully be like, really, you think that's the solution? That's not. Maybe we should think about something else. Like, that's the way you kind of talk. They're in love with how you talk, even though sometimes you can be a little, like, I feel like you have a spicy way of talking, not necessarily 18+, but I just feel like you have a spicy way of talking, in the sense that you're not a people pleaser, and at that point I feel like you're nice to people, you're kind to people, you're polite, but you say what needs to be said. So they know that you are not the kind of person who minces their words just to please people or just to put people first. I feel like your throat chakra is very developed and balanced. So like, your words are very powerful. Your words have a lot of power. And your future spouse is just going to bear the burden of all the pain and rejection or whatever outcome or possibility they think is going to happen, like negative, which is you rejecting them. Of course, that is not happening because this is your future spouse, but at that point, I feel like they don't know that. So they're scared that you might turn them down or something. But I feel like they're just going to bear the brunt of all these feelings and just come forward towards you. But let's see what's going on. Oh my gosh, we have the Queen of Cups reverse and Justice reverse. Ooh, okay. Some of you, I feel like, will not give your future spouse even time to breathe. I feel like you're not going to give your future spouse the time of day, because at that point you're going to be like, I don't know if this person is for real. I don't want to entertain someone who doesn't want commitment with me, who doesn't want to commit to me. And you have like a very serious approach, and once you give yourself to a relationship, you fully give yourself, like, you're fully committed, you're fully there. And I feel like your heart is so big and so full of unconditional love and the capacity for unconditional love, and you know your worth, and you know that if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to be hurt, and you also know that you don't deserve that. And of course, pile number one, I fully support that. And it's like with the Justice reversed and Queen of Cups reversed, I feel like you're going to hold back your true feelings, or you're going to hold back your true emotions. You're not going to express what you truly feel. I feel like you might like your future spouse, but like is all I'm seeing. I'm not seeing love in the beginning. I feel like you kind of hold all your cards to yourself, like you hold your heart to yourself. You don't just want to give it away and be impulsive and be like, oh, there's a person who loves me, let me give my heart away, like you're not frivolous with your heart. You're very cautious and careful because you don't want to get hurt. And so you're like, I don't know if this person is genuine. I don't know what their intentions are. I don't know if they really love me. That's what they're saying. And your future spouse kind of can sense that you're on the fence about it, and that they're going to have to take some time to kind of warm you up to them. Like you're taking your time warming up to your future spouse. I'm getting that you are not going to immediately see this as a potential future spouse marriage connection, because there's a blindfold here. It's like you're a queen, and you'll have a lot of questions. You'll go into like even an identity crisis, maybe, if you've been single for a long time, if you've been independent for a long time. It's like me being in a relationship, like what would this mean for me? How would my life change? Do I have to sacrifice my goals? Do I have to change my dreams? Do I have to change to fit this person into my life? Like, what do I have to do? And it's like your future spouse, I feel like with time you're going to realize, and your future spouse is going to reassure you that you don't have to change a single thing about yourself. Like, you can live the way you want to live, and the way you have always lived, which is focusing on yourself. And because you're coming out as the queen, so focusing on yourself and being there for yourself and achieving your goals, your dreams, and doing whatever it is that you wanted to do, always being authentic and being true to who you are. And your future spouse is not the kind of person who will ever force you or try to take your identity away, try to take what makes you away from you. Like, I'm getting that your future spouse holds a huge sacred space for all of your dreams, all of your goals, all of your success. Like, this is the kind of future spouse who's going to be happier than you when you become successful. They are going to be I feel like your future spouse could be richer than you, especially if you're the feminine energy and they are the masculine. But you being the feminine energy, you don't just ask for their money, or you don't think that like you want to live off of their money, or like I want to do something for myself, I want to build something for myself, and that's what makes you feel confident, and that's something you want to do. And your future spouse obviously has a lot of respect for your ever-changing transformations. And basically, I feel like you change a lot with time, and I mean this in a positive way, because you're always learning. You're kind of soaking the world, and you're learning new things about yourself. You're coming to a deeper understanding of what you want and what you truly desire. And maybe when you meet your future spouse, relationships is not at top of the list. I feel like you're very focused on yourself, and relationships are just not on top of that list. And so you're kind of, I feel like both of you, this is going to be slow, and they are going to slowly pursue you, come towards you. They're going to take their sweet time coming towards you. Like, they're not, first of all, I don't think that your future spouse is trying to impress you with their money, because I feel like you're not going to be impressed with their money. Or their bank account. So they might not tell you that they are rich, or you might not know that they are rich. I feel like you find out later on that they're very rich, and it's like there's something about like, oh, I didn't know rich people could be so cool and understanding, because sometimes there can be like a gap that is felt between someone who is maybe has an average amount of money and not like filthy rich wealth kind of money. Because the perspectives are very different, and the way they would live is very different, right? The person who is very rich will not think twice about spending like $100, $500, because they have a lot of money, whereas the person who has an average amount of money would think a lot about saving, and that would change how they live as well, these small decisions. And I'm feeling that you are like self-made, like you're coming from rags to riches, like you're building a legacy, you have your own philosophy, you're self-actualized, you're an individual, is what I want to say. You're an original thinker, you're here to do things differently, you're here to do things your way. Like this is like main character energy, and you are the main character of your life, and you're fully taking the lead. It's like you fully taken the ropes of your life, and you're in control, and you're powerful, and you're going for it. Pile number one. Yeah, you are number one. You are number one in your life, and in your future spouse's life also, you are number one. And even though both of you have like strong personalities, there's something about blending together very easily. And I feel like you find out with time that you guys actually blend together very well, and that on the surface it might have looked like you couldn't spend your time with them, or that you guys wouldn't get along, or nothing romantic of any sort could happen. Like that's not a possibility that could happen. But I'm seeing that with time you'll warm up to them. Like it's like your ice, and then slowly you're melting, and then one day your future spouse will win your heart, and then you'll be in an actual relationship with them. But I'm seeing that that's a huge journey. Like you see, we have the 10, like it's a huge journey, 1 to 10, that your future spouse and you are going on, and you will come to a lot of truths about yourself, just as you go through the process of meeting each other, being with each other, falling in love, falling madly in love, getting married, maybe having babies together in the future. Definitely, I feel like your future spouse could want to marry you, but they're keeping all of those marriage thoughts away, because they don't even know whether you'll say yes just for like a romantic relationship, a serious committed relationship. And so I feel like they'll reveal late that they always wanted to get married to you, and that they always knew that you were the one, but they didn't want to force you, because it can be, it can be burdensome, or it can be too much of a pressure where one person is more committed than the other. And I feel like your future spouse's priority is just to give you your own space, and just to give you a lot of freedom, and not enforce anything or impose their own expectations on you. And they're kind of just letting you do what you want. And it's like, if you love them, you'll go towards them. And I feel like they understand this on a deep level, that if the feeling is reciprocated, you won't hesitate to also reach out to them. And I feel like once you guys realize that, okay, it's real from both of your sides, and it's not just like one-sided thing, the passion is real, the love is real. This is such a beautiful, I just picked up like a lot of 18 plus passion when I said that. Like there was a lot of 18 plus reading, but I can't get into it in this reading. I'm going to end this here. This is what your painting looks like. If you guys want to know any 18 plus fantasies or questions about your future spouse, I do have my limited edition readings. Some of them are available, all of them are 18 plus. So if you're curious, you can choose to purchase those, or you can book a personal reading with me separately via the same email ID, which is 𝒫𝒾𝓁𝓮28@gmail.com. It's going to be in my description, so you guys can access it. But I do take the time to thank you, my dear love, for coming here. You seem like such a strong, confident, beautiful soul. May you always shine. May you keep being your own focus, and may you keep being the main character in your own life. I thank you, your future spouse's higher self, your higher self, spirit guides, all of the cards and the decks I used today. Thank you, Sacred Painting, for giving me sacred messages to my dear pile number 1. And once again, if you guys want to see a close-up of the painting, this is what it looks like. It turned out to be simpler than I thought it would be, but nonetheless, I love it and it's beautiful. I hope you liked it as much as I did, and hopefully I'll see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Bye. Hello and welcome, my dear loves. If you chose this crystal, or you chose the group number 2, this one is called Emerald. It says Spring, Unity, Vitality, Sagittarius, Venus, Mars. I'm just seeing this: grow in the direction of your dreams and nurture yourself along the way. You deserve the riches that life has to offer you. Once again, I'm getting that you guys are very lucky. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Some of you will disagree with that. You guys might be like, no, I'm not lucky. I built everything for myself by myself. And it's true, but I feel like when your spirit guides say that you're lucky, I feel like they're saying that you're supported in whatever you achieve, you're supported in whatever you do, you're supported in whatever you dream of achieving, and they are here to help you actualize your dreams. So, oh yeah, let me pick. So I feel like you are coming out as the emerald. Let me see your future spouse's energy, please. How are they pursuing you? Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. I feel like this is also because I was just, what is this? We have the cinnabar. Wow, both red. You see? You have the red jade and the cinnabar, and you literally have manifestation, wealth, inspiration, known as the alchemist's stone, Leo Mercury. Wow. Wow. The 18 plus energy in this pile is real. Okay. Let me connect all of the cards and then I will get into your energy. Your future spouse could be, I feel like you could be an earth sign and your future spouse could be a fire sign, specifically Aries or Leo, is what I'm getting. They are also very witty and confident. They have a way with words. They could be Mercury dominant. They don't have to be. But I'm being taken to these two colors intuitively. So let's start with your painting. Now I created this red. This is my favorite red. I don't even remember what two colors I mixed to get this red, but this is my favorite shade of red. I'm hearing the song Play with Fire. Is that the name? I always like to play with fire. The one that was very popular recently. The hook is so catchy in that song. Match in the gas tank. That's ratchet. You guys are also a power couple. Also very much a power couple. I feel like you're probably sitting there and thinking like, of course, I know. You're like, of course, I know. Wow. You know, it's been a while since I've used this red. Like, I forgot how beautiful it is. Wow. It's so beauty. It's so beautiful. I'm getting that your future spouse might pursue you in a very loud way And when I say loud, I don't mean that they're speaking loudly, but I feel like everybody will know when your future spouse has like a crush on you. Now, for some of you, I'm getting that your future spouse is approaching you in a loud way, in the sense that everybody knows that that they have a crush on you, and they're very okay with that. They're very okay. They're like, it is what it is. Wow, this is nice. There's a certain what do I call it? There's a certain, it's not exactly nonchalance, but there's a certain acceptance that it was inevitable for them to fall in love with you. I keep hearing sacred foundation, sacred foundation. You guys are building a sacred foundation for each other, and I think for your child as well. Because I just saw that. The fact that there is green coming out with red for you, I feel like you guys will be the kind of parents who are very grounded, but you guys are also rebellious in a way. You guys are also unpredictable. You see how I'm like stopping a lot in your pile, because I'm having trouble kind of getting all the words out. Because there's a certain aspect to your future spouse and you where I'm getting that you guys might end up doing something differently than what you planned, and then you end up doing something else, and it's like no one knows what you're up to. No one knows what's going on. Your future spouse will come towards you passionately. They will come towards you sincerely. They're going to be honest with their feelings. They're not going to play games. They're not going to act cold. They're not going to play the whole like hot and cold game or whatever. They're not going to treat you with disrespect. I feel like their intentions are very clear, and they are going to make their intentions clear when and before they come towards you. Like, they will tell you, this is what I want. Like, I want us to be in a committed relationship because I've known you for a long time, I've loved you for a long time, and it's completely okay if you don't want to accept my proposal. I would respect that, but I would just like to know an answer from you, or have an answer from you. I feel like they come towards you with a lot of clarity, and they are going to articulate it very well when they reveal their feelings. I feel like first they are just getting your permission to approach you and to pursue you, and once they know that they have your permission, then they will actually pursue you. I feel like sometimes it can be annoying when men approach women and it's unsolicited, like you didn't ask for their attention, you didn't ask for them to love you, and it makes the other person uncomfortable and scared, frightened of what the other person might do if they say no, especially if the other person is in the person of power. Will I get fired for rejecting this person's advances? It gets complicated. So it's like first they will get your attention, they will get your permission. Is it okay if I approach you? Is it okay if I do this, if I do that? They are being immensely respectful. They're just keeping their eyes wide open, and they're trying to not cross or invade your boundaries. They're trying to be as respectful as possible. That's what I'm getting for you. Wow, how nice. I don't think that's ever come up in a reading before. But let's get some more information about how your future spouse. Ooh, ooh, wow, okay. Of course, you have the Hierophant. And let me take this one. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. You might reject, some of you are rejecting your future spouse the first time that they tell you. I feel like you might not give them permission. And it's not because there's something wrong with your future spouse. I feel like it's because at this point in life, I feel like you're focusing on yourself, and it's like, it took me so long to fall in love with myself. It took me so long to love myself. I want to properly be in love with myself before I be in love with someone else, before I give myself to someone else. I want to know who I am and what is it that I stand for before I lose it. You know, I feel like there is a fear from your side of losing yourself in the other person. Maybe you've done that in the past, because I feel like you guys are unconditionally loving, and you guys don't know, like with your love, I feel like anybody who's on the receiving end of your love, first of all, is very lucky. And whoever's on the receiving end of it gets everything from you. Like, I feel like you pour everything of yourself. You pour a lot of energy into your relationships, no matter platonic, no matter if they are platonic or romantic. And I feel like you're just learning to be the leader of your own life. Like, you're learning to follow the spiritual wisdom that has come your way. You're learning to follow spirit. You're learning to love yourself. You're learning what it means to be a human all over again. And it's like you've woken up to newer, higher consciousness states, and you don't want to lose what you have achieved in terms of spirituality, right? In terms of like loving yourself, in terms of being confident, because these are the major changes that you went through. Wow. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Fool. Wow. You guys won't believe, but these are the exact cards that fell out of the deck when I was shuffling the deck to prepare. And these three cards fell out. These three. And I was like, no, like that doesn't mean anything. I mean, it's... And then I noticed that there was a 10 and 10. And I was like, wow, if this came out in a spread, I know what it means. And you guys are getting this card. So you have oppression. Now, for you, I'm feeling that you guys are probably the elder siblings, or the only child in your family, or the child who was scapegoated, or the child... I feel like the adults around you didn't like you, or something happened and you were not loved, or something happened and you were forced to take responsibility way before it was your time. You were forced to be mature, like you were forced to grow up. Like there was no other option but to be strong, and you had to be that. Like there was no other way. If you showed weakness, if you showed that you were vulnerable, you realized very quickly that the world was going to gobble you up and take advantage of your weakness. And so you kind of learn to be strong. You kind of learn to carry the burden on your back. And you learn to carry it alone. You learn to climb up the mountain alone. And you see how here he's going on his journey, carrying these swords that are obviously very heavy. But here you see the Fool, and he's also alone, but with a dog who's a companion. And he doesn't know what's coming, because you see how the person in the Fool card is looking up towards the sky because he's hopeful, he has faith. And here he's looking down because he's dejected, he's feeling rejected, he's feeling like heavy, he's feeling all this. So this is like a low vibrational new journey card, and this is like a high vibrational. Not to say that this is a low vibrational card itself, but sometimes this 10 of Wands energy can be very heavy to be in, to sit in, and can be uncomfortable place. And you see how there's like this sun, I don't know if it's the sun, but there is like light behind this person. And I feel like you're being guided, you're going to be shown the way. Like your life is changing. When your future spouse comes in, I feel like you'll be much more hopeful. And it's not because of your future spouse. I feel like you are finding yourself. And I feel like because you are on your journey to find yourself, the fool, right? I feel like this is all talks about a new journey, and you're hopeful, you're learning to find yourself, you're learning who you are, and what that is how you're attracting your future spouse. Wow, that's interesting. So all you're really doing is focusing on yourself, really, and your future spouse is going to find you. Wheel of Fortune, that is 100% confirmation. Your future spouse has a lot of fantasies, okay, 18 plus, about you. Before, I feel like they've seen you from afar, from somewhere, and they immediately thought that you were beautiful or handsome. I feel like you're physically attractive, even if you're not. In their eyes, you are. Like, you shine like a star. And it's like they, even in a crowd, they are looking only at you. How you shine, how you radiate, how your hair flips in the air. They're noticing you and observing you for a long time. Your future spouse could have an Aries Scorpio mix as well. And they immediately, I feel like, don't get offended just because there are 18 plus energies coming out. Your future spouse still loves you, respects you, and they will not ever do something that you're uncomfortable with. So please remember that. Like, they won't just come towards you purely with intentions. They will come towards you with respectful intentions and with a lot of respect for your body and for your choice, for your autonomy. And I feel like you'll see them as somebody who's reliable. You'll see them as someone, I feel like you're not looking at them in a romantic way right off the bat. I feel like they earn their place in your life. They are not demanding a place in your life, like they are not demanding to be your boyfriend or girlfriend. They are earning that title, they are working for it, is what I'm getting. Because they know that you are not easy, and that you are the best and you deserve the best, and that for whatever reason, they know that you're not going to say yes immediately, and that's exactly what happens. And they are willing to kind of just be patient with you, give you your time, and they're leaving it to God. They're leaving it to the universe. Like, if pile number 2 loves me, then great, I would be the happiest person in the world. But if pile number 2 doesn't love me, then that's okay too. Like, I will not force pile number 2 to feel something, because love is not something that can ever be forced. Although they will try their best to come towards you in a respectful, authentic, loving way. Almost like an angel. Like, they seem unreal to you. Once you get to know them, you realize just how pure they are, and their only intention really is to pour love into you. You're like, how is that even possible? Because I feel like you've met a lot of people that wanted to drain you and wanted to take something away from you. And here your future spouse is the complete opposite. Like, they want to support you, they want to love you, they want to allow you to do whatever you, well, not allow you, but they will be there for you. They are supportive. They are by your side. They don't mind being a step behind you just to catch you when you fall. They don't have like the ego. They don't have they are not overconfident. They are not arrogant or aggressive. They are very rooted in their sense of self. They are very grounded. They are confident, but they are not aggressive, is what I'm sensing. Especially if this is an Aries energy, man, this is a really cool, mature Aries energy. Like, I love this. And they're going to make you feel like you're a bird or something. Like, you can fly, you're free to do whatever you want. This relationship won't feel like it's taking up your space or your individuality, like it's taking away you from who you are. It's like it's going to add to you. This relationship is going to add to who you are. That's what I'm getting. Your future spouse pursues you and come towards you as if they are a treasure. And your future spouse is not the one who's talking to me right now. Your spirit guides are telling me that your future spouse is going to come towards you and you're going to look at them as if they are a treasure. I feel like you'll realize that with time, and you'll realize, oh my gosh, what a treasure I have in my life. I'm so lucky I'm so fortunate to have a person like you by my side. And you're going to feel extremely grateful and abundant and fortunate that you met your future spouse. Like, I feel your happiness. You're filled to the brim with happiness and gratitude for spirit and universe for this new journey, this new chapter where your future spouse comes in. I feel like both of you could be teaching something to the world in some way, or both of you could be great parents. If you're not teaching anything to the world, I feel like you guys could be great parents, and you're a good role model, both of you together. You're good, like, you have a good influence. You have a positive influence over people, you know. You are not someone who is parasitic. You're not trying to get like a bunch of money or something just for views and like all that. You're genuine. I just heard the word catharsis. I don't know why I'm hearing that all of a sudden. Catharsis. CATHARSIS. Cathartic. Something is cathartic. Something is... I heard catharsis. Okay, so this is what your painting looks like. This is reminding me of a watermelon, quite honestly, with the with the green and red here. The texture is so beautiful in person. But yeah, this is what your painting looks like. If you guys want to know about the more 18 plus side of things, I do have some 18 plus limited edition readings still available. So if you guys want to purchase those, you can email me on 𝒫𝒾𝓁𝓮 @gmail.com. This is only if you're curious, only if you're interested. Not for everyone, of course, if you are not interested. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, also same email, 𝒫𝒾𝓁28 @gmail.com. It's going to be in the description so you guys can have an easy access. And I thank you, my dear pile number 2. I thank your future spouse. I thank your future spouse's higher self, your spirit guides, your higher self, all of the cards that I used today. Thank you so much, decks. Thank you so much, Sacred Painting, for allowing me all of the messages and allowing me to channel for my sacred and divine pile number 2. Please keep shining, pile number 2. As always, I'm sending you a lot of love. Hopefully, I'll see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Bye. Hello, my loves. If you chose pile number 3 or you chose the crystal Ethiopian opal, this is the crystal that you chose. This is going to be your reading. And this is going to be your crystal. So let's get your future spouse's crystal. Let's see what comes out. So your future pile number 3's future spouse, please. Wow, you have the big spite. And okay, timing, action, change. Timing is everything. I feel like your future spouse is telling you to be patient, that they are going to come towards you. I'm going to hold this up so you guys can read. Oh, but yeah, this is the crystal. This is what it looks like. I feel like your spirit team and your future spouse are telling you to be patient. Now, don't get offended or get hurt just because they're asking you to be patient, and you're probably like, oh my god, how long? You know, everything happens in divine timing. And if you have not met your future spouse yet, that's what's probably best for you, even though it doesn't feel good. I'm not saying that, you know, you should force yourself to like feel good or be happy that your future spouse is not here right now. Of course, it might not feel good, and I understand that, but things are still working in your favor. We have the red jade, warrior, individuality, Aries Venus. Yeah, your future spouse could have an Aries Venus. Passion, vitality, strength. Nice. I like this energy. For some reason it was reminding me of the Barbie movie that was recently released. The gorgeous Margot Robbie. If you are the feminine, I feel like the first thing your future spouse is going to look at you and think that you are drop dead gorgeous. Some of you could be celebrities or something, like some of you could be famous or popular where you work. There's something about, like, you are known. Pile number 3, you are known by people, like you're known for your work. There's something about you being the hot topic. There's something about you, like people are talking about you. People are like, oh, have you seen what pile number 3 accomplished? Like, how did they do that? Wow, that's amazing. Pile number 3 is only so and so years old, and everybody wants to know like how you succeeded at something. There's something coming out like that. I feel like you're being seen as very powerful and stern and assertive, but your personality seems, there is a certain softness to you, and that is not to say that you're weak, but there is a certain softness to you. Like, you genuinely love people, and one of the reasons why this fame or success or whatever is coming towards you is because you are a person who has good intentions for people, and God sees that, like the universe sees that, and people like that are always blessed. So yeah, I'm just immediately seeing that for you. So the very first color that I'm going to pick up is this red. You could have been drawn to pile number 2 because this was the color I was drawn there as well. But if you were not drawn to that, it's okay. If you were, it's okay for you to watch it if you want to. I feel like Spirit just asked me to leave that like that. Both of you are like fire and water. Like, there is some kind of an opposite element almost. But you guys are blending your energies very well together. You guys blend well together. I feel like you guys might get along from the first conversation itself. Like, you guys will immediately know how the other person feels. That's just something I'm picking up all of a sudden. Firstly, you guys are very grown up and have a very grown up approach to relationships. Now, what I mean by this is that you know that what you see in movies and all of that is somewhat an unrealistic portrayal of love. Things in real life don't always work out like they do in movies, or what they are portraying as true love is not always genuine love, right? And I feel like both of you know that, especially you, pile number 3. And you're looking for something real, like you're looking for something that grounds you. You're looking for something you also appreciate and love passion, but you also know that, especially if like you're famous, or you're working in a huge industry or something, it's very easy to kind of lose your head above the clouds. And I feel like you try your best to just stay humble and just be on the ground, like keep your feet on the ground, and I feel like you guys have a sort of like a very organic relationship. Neither of you are forcing something to happen. Your future spouse definitely loves you from the get-go, but I'm not seeing any like push and pull, or they are trying to force a connection, or they are going to come towards you, they are going to propose and like all that. Like, you guys have a very organic connection. Your chemistry is so natural, and every time you guys talk to each other, like, you guys just get along so well. The conversations are so fluid, and it's so easy to talk to each other. And I feel like you guys might not realize that you guys are in love with each other. It's so natural. Like, one day you guys will wake up and be like, oh my god, I really do love this person, don't I? Like, that's the kind of vibe I'm picking up. Because it's like you're falling in love first before you're confessing, or before you even know yourself that you are in love. You're learning what true love is through this relationship as well. You're learning what true love is. Also, pile number 3. Something about this feels so natural. I feel like your future spouse is going to love to see you natural, without makeup, not in your fancy suit or dresses, not in fancy clothes, just you. I feel like they're just in love with you. Like, if you know that Drake lyric, what is that? Sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. That's when you're the prettiest. I hope that you don't take it wrong. Like, that's what I heard for you. I feel like you guys have such a deep friendship, and such a deep respect and admiration for each other's work and what you do. And if you're working together or collaborating on a project together, you guys get along so well that it's like you don't even have to say some things out loud. Both of you just know that this is a great idea, or this is like a great song, or a great poem, like a great book, whatever it is you guys are creating. There's a lot of creative energy here in this pile. But you don't have to be famous for being creative. I feel like you're famous regardless, like you're popular regardless, like you're known on social media as well, on the internet. Okay, where is my tarot deck? So for pile number 3, how do future spouses pursue pile number 3? Wow. We have the 9 of Cups reversed. We have the Devil reversed. I'm not surprised that the Devil comes out. We have the Hermit once again reversed. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. We have the 8 of Swords. And lastly, we have the 3 of Wands. Established strength is what it says here. I see what's happening. This is telling me a story, so let's get into it. I feel like a lot of people might try to keep you away, or even if they are not trying to keep you guys away, there's some people wishing that you both might not end up together or will not end up together. With the devil coming out reversed, I feel like they're not going to succeed. Their attempts are not going to succeed to keep this union from happening. Nothing can prevent this union from happening. I feel like you guys are kind of like stars, like you're fated together. I was just shown that movie, The Fault in Our Stars. That's the kind of movie. And you know, a lot of people like didn't like the fact that they were together, or that's the kind of thing I'm picking up. Like there's something that's external, there's an external hurdle, okay, but I feel like it's not affecting you a lot if you don't let it. Firstly, universe is supporting you. I mean, we have the Wheel of Fortune, so nothing could be more of a confirmation about that these people are not going to be able to get to you, or whatever these people are trying to do. Even if this is not a person and it's something else, like something that could be out of your control, like a circumstance or a thing or a situation, I feel like it's not going to get in your way. Be careful, pile number 3. If you cannot see like the whole path in front of you, just take it a day by day, just take it step by step, hour by hour, and you'll be out of the mud in no time. Okay, you'll be out in the clear, you'll be out of the woods in no time. I'm just hearing the song Out of the Woods by Taylor Swift. I'm also seeing a graveyard. Why are you showing me that, spirit? Maybe it's like a period of loss or grief for some of you right now. I don't feel like this is a future energy. This could be a current energy or past energy. I feel like this loss is not in your future, for sure, is what I'm getting. Now, if you are famous, or if there's a lot of people that have their eyes on you and that have their eyes on both of you, there could be someone who's trying to get your future spouse to themselves. But I feel like they are not going to succeed, because your future spouse doesn't love them, they love you. And if you are going through self-doubts, or experiencing jealousy, or experiencing fear that, oh my god, what if I lose my future spouse, I feel like you're kind of taking the time, looking at your self-limiting beliefs, looking at yourself, learning about yourself, and you're learning about your wounds, that okay, I don't have to be scared if this person doesn't choose me, maybe this person is not for me if they're not choosing me, and you're kind of just pacing yourself, you're kind of taking the time to relax, and you're preventing yourself from chasing, because I just heard, I don't chase, I attract. And it's like, I feel like you're on the journey to, like, on the journey of self-development. So any wound, anything that comes out, like any negative emotion, fear, jealousy, anger, whatever comes out, you see it as an opportunity to heal yourself and to understand yourself further, and you don't see it as a problem. So I feel like you're learning about yourself and you're establishing your own strength. And that is what is going to attract your future spouse to you. The fact that you're not chasing them, the fact that you don't beg for their love, And I don't feel like your future spouse is someone who likes mean or rude or disrespectful people. They like people that have self-respect. They don't like people that disrespect other people, okay? Because respecting yourself is not the same as disrespecting someone else. People can get that confused, but it's not the same. And I feel like your future spouse is kind of ready to just go on this journey with you. Once again, I'm picking up on a lot of passion and 18 plus energy, which I obviously cannot talk about here, but just know that it's there. Just know that it's there. They only have eyes for you. It's like, you see how this person is facing the sun or the star that's shining in this card, 1717, as I say that. This person only has eyes for you. They don't have eyes for anyone else, and they are going to look at only you. And I feel like you realize, like, okay, I don't need to chase love, because love is not a limited resource, and there's actually a lot of love, and I do have options. And if someone doesn't love me, I'm not going to force them, I'm not going to chase them. It's okay. And the more you kind of give yourself that reassurance that, okay, you know, we are an adult, we can take care of ourselves, we know what we deserve, we are not powerless anymore, you know. And you talk to your inner child, and you kind of heal your inner child, and that is how you're stepping into this relationship, by establishing your strength. Yeah. But your future spouse is going to, I'm not seeing specifically whether they are going to take you out on dates or exactly how they are pursuing you, but I'm seeing that they are looking directly at you. There might be a lot of eye contact. They might want to hold your hand, or initiate some kind of a physical touch, like holding hands, like touching your hair, or holding your face, things like that. But they do it, like physical touch could be a love language, so they do it. Your future spouse is like, please don't take it wrong, please don't take it wrong. They do it as a form of love. They do it as a way of showing you love. Wow, the energy turned so sweet all of a sudden. My heart just feels like there's too much love here, and my heart is not going to be able to contain it. Wow, pile number 3. I feel like I'm going to cry or something. There's so much love. I'm not seeing any physical actions. It's so funny. I'm not seeing any physical actions. Like when I asked your future spouse, how are they going to pursue you? They are directly putting me inside their heart, and they're like, look at this love, experience this love. This is what I feel for pile number 3. And I feel like you're going to experience their love first, then see it in the tangible, then see it in the solid realm. I feel like the love that you have is so strong that it transcends boundaries, it transcends language. And you guys just know that you're made for each other. You guys just know that you're meant to be together. Not to say that you're made for each other, but you guys know that you're meant to be together, or you're supposed to have a fated connection. Like there's a lot of chemistry, and I don't feel this is a karmic relationship, so please don't get scared, pile number 3. This is a very beautiful, healthy relationship that you are having. God, I love this for you. Your future spouse is going to want to build a life with you, or go travel somewhere with you, or you guys might travel a lot together. If you guys are creatives, I feel like you guys might achieve a lot together on collaborative projects. It's like the energy is magnified in some way, and what you achieve alone, the level of success that you achieve alone, you're going to get the double, more than the double, like 4 times of the success that you achieve alone, just because you guys are together. Like there's something about this union that has such a beautiful wheel of fortune, sacred energy, divine energy infused in it, that even if you tried to stop the success and the good things coming your way, the miracles, manifestations coming your way, you wouldn't be able to. Wow, this was so wonderful. Pile number 3, I don't know who you are, but I want to like congratulate you and like pat you on the back. Like you did well. This is a beautiful connection that's coming in for you. Yeah, your future spouse definitely thinks you're very physically attractive as well, for sure. So yeah, this is what I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. This is what your painting looks like. Holding it up close so you guys can see all of the textures. It's not fully dry. This red is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. This red is just so beautiful. I don't use red in a lot of my paintings. I don't know why I use red this time. If you guys have been here on my channel, you guys know that I don't pick up that shade of red specifically, and today I was just guided to use that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the painting process and the channeling process. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. If you want to know the more 18 plus side of things, you can book a personal reading with me by emailing me on 𝒫𝒾𝓁𝓮@gmail.com. It's going to be in the description so you guys can access it. I'm going to take the time to thank all of the cards. Thank you, dear decks. Thank you, pile number 3, their higher self, their future spouse, their future spouse's higher self, spirit guides, and everyone who gave me the honor and allowed me to channel all of this information. I'm so happy that I do this, and I'm sending you a lot of love. I thank the painting, the sacred colors. Thank you. And yes, pile number 3, I hope I'll see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Bye.